hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kayla, and today I am bringing you guys the dressing like Wes Anderson characters video. Hey guys, hello, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Like I said, today's video is all about Wes Anderson style. If you don't know who he is a film director, and his movies are just... they're hard to actually describe. They're very like surrealist, but like really artsy fartsy, and it feels like they shouldn't be as popular as they are, but they are, you know what I mean? And I just think that they're masterpieces. Personally, I love them. He always hires like the most incredible actors, or his team hires the most incredible actors. The styling, the color grading, the way in which the movies are filmed, it's just brilliant. And so I'm excited to bring you guys some outfits from his films. I picked, I think, 4 films and 5 outfits. But before we jump into it, I do want to just say thank you so much for anyone and everyone who shared or donated during the raffle that I did with my friends for Ukraine. Wow, we raised around $1,500, and I'm like blown away. So thank you guys so much for anyone who donated, or for anyone who shared the raffle, even if you couldn't financially participate in it. That is equally as important. I hope you guys will continue to share resources. I'll continue to share resources about Ukraine as often as I can. I'll continue to point you guys in directions of fundraisers and whatnot. With that said, today, hopefully I can bring you guys some joy by playing a little bit of dress up and trying to style myself like Wes Anderson characters. Anyway, I love you guys so very much. Now let's head on in to the video. Okay, so up first we have Margo Tenenbaum from the Royal Tenenbaums. While Margo is an adult, she gives off superior angsty teen vibes. She smokes, she has a very mysterious past, she's adopted, she feels rejected. She's also has like this sporty sort of mysterious style to her too. So for this outfit, Margo has on some loafers. I do believe hers are black, but I have brown ones, so I just threw on my brown leather loafers. I've had these for 100 years. They are from Minnetonka moccasins. Then I threw on this striped polo dress. This is kind of her signature look, the striped polo dress. So I threw one on. I thrifted this on Poshmark. It is from Tommy Hilfiger. You would have seen it if you saw last week's video, which I will leave up in a card. Moving up, this outfit is very simple, not like a ton of accessories, but I would say makeup is an accessory, and she really goes for dark makeup, especially around the eyes. And then she has in this little red hair clip. I just made this one really quickly with some polymer clay. This is the Margo look, and I'm actually so pleased with how it turned out. And while this dress is not something that I think I'll necessarily wear all the time, I definitely can see myself wearing it as like a nice lounge around the house dress, because it's incredibly comfortable. Coming at you with another misunderstood teen. I'm bringing you Susie Bishop from Moonrise Kingdom. I actually came across Moonrise Kingdom when I was Googling cottagecore movies, and this showed up. And I absolutely love Moonrise Kingdom. I absolutely recommend it. It's so cute. I think it's free on streaming. I will make sure to leave it linked in the description below for sure. So Susie is wearing saddle shoes, and I didn't have any, and I couldn't find any, but I did thrift these, sort of like a heeled Mary Jane. I then have on these like knee-high socks that were the biggest nightmare in the world to get on, but I managed to. And then I have this pink dress on. It is actually a longer dress, so I just tucked it up under a belt to sort of shorten it a little bit. And Susie's dress has a built-in collar and built-in cuffs. Mine did not, so I just have a button-up shirt underneath it. And this is really playing with that sort of 60s tweed type of style that I absolutely love. She also has quite dark makeup. Once again, this is like a really common thing with a lot of the female characters. She has her hair in like half a pat down. My hair is really heavy, so without a ton of product, I couldn't get it as like high and sort of poofy as hers, so this is just what I'm going with for now. And then also binoculars. Basically, Susie runs away from home and has a bunch of camping gear with her, so I threw in my dad's binoculars, and this is the Susie Bishop look, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Up next, we have Susie's mom, Laura. I feel like this is probably one of the most cottagecore looks from Moonrise Kingdom. And it's interesting because it's like cottagecore, 60s vintage, sort of retro. So it's a very interesting conglomeration of looks. So now I could not find any stills showing her feet, so I just went with these brown loafers. I felt like they worked fine. I thrifted these at the Goodwill not too long ago. Then on the top, I have on this paisley print dress. I actually put it on backwards because it is a v-neck, but the back, it does have a keyhole in the back, but it's closer to the neckline of Laura's actual dress. So I have it on backwards, and I also tucked it up under my bra because this, if you saw last week's video once again, is quite long, like probably mid shin, if not longer. So I tucked it up to make it a little bit shorter to match her length. I do actually think I'm going to alter this dress and make it shorter in real life because I love how it looks here. I thrifted this on Poshmark. I also thrifted this neon orange windbreaker jacket right here that is from the brand Liz Claiborne, one of my favorite brands to thrift. And it was just like the perfect thing. I did throw on these yellow sunglasses. She has yellow lensed sunglasses, but they're a totally different shape. Now, I didn't have them, but I thought since I had round sunglasses with yellow lenses, at least the lens colors were the same. So I did go with those. And then I have on a hair bandana that she wears around her hair like this. And then she also sort of wears it around her head all together, kind of like you would if you were driving in a convertible. This, I think I got at H&M, but probably like 5-6+ years ago. So a very long time ago. And yeah, this outfit overall. I really, really like this outfit actually a lot. This is an outfit I would wear in my everyday life. Once I shorten this dress, I can see myself wearing this all summer long. I think it's so fun, and I've been really getting into 60s, and this paisley print is very sort of 60s, 70s, and so very funky, fun. So I can definitely see myself wearing this, and I love it. Up next, we have Juliet. She's a student protester, and she plays across from Timothée Chalamet, and oh my gosh, she's just such a fierce, really cool character, and I really love her. So her look is a mixture of a prep school uniform and also a biker chick, in part because she is a biker chick. She rides a motorcycle. So she has on some brown leather boots, some red tights. My brown leather boots are from Payless. My tights, I do believe, are from Walmart. Then she also has on a skirt, and it's black and brown plaid. I went with this one that I had already. This is originally from Banana Republic, but I thrifted it on Poshmark. Moving up, I did just put on a white sweater vest as my top. I didn't really know what her top looked like. I couldn't find any photos of it, and honestly, when I watched the movie, I couldn't recall ever seeing it. So I was like, whatever, I don't think it really matters too much. Then I threw on my mom's 80s dark brown leather jacket that she actually recently gave to me. Now, Juliet is wearing a brown blazer, but this was the closest thing I had, and I thought it was really cool that it was actually vintage. And she also rides a motorcycle, so she has a motorcycle helmet lying around. This is actually my dad's helmet he let me borrow. And it's not quite the same as hers because hers is like solid white, and she also has goggles on, and this one has some blue on it, and I didn't have goggles, but it's pretty similar. And this is the fierce Juliet look. For the final look, we have Agatha from the Grand Budapest Hotel. This may very well be one of my favorite movies. It is definitely on my top 5 list. It is so freaking good. If you have not seen it, I cannot recommend it enough. It is just phenomenal. So Agatha is a baker at Mendel's, and she is played by Saoirse Ronan, which of course we love. So basically her outfit is just, she has on this dress that's really similar to this. It has a nice Peter Pan collar. Hers is more rounded than mine, but she does have a Peter Pan collar, and her skirt is also a little bit more A-line, whereas mine is a pencil skirt. But this was such a close silhouette and really similar in color, so I just went ahead and went for it. You can't really ever see the bottom half of her, so I just threw on my loafers again because they fit with the sort of vintage feel, though it is quite cold in this environment, so I could imagine her wearing boots for sure. Underneath the dress, I actually threw on this pink long sleeve sort of knitted top. She does have a long sleeve pink knitted top underneath her dress, and then her dress has like some blue piping on it, which is the color of Mendel's, is blue and pink, so it makes sense. Like, it's a very cohesive, symmetric, pleasing scene, which is what Wes Anderson is very much known for, his attention to detail. But I also did tie a little string around my neck because she has a little tan string around her neck as well. And then of course her iconic Dutch braid hair. I can't actually do the correct way of doing this, so mine's just 2 braids crossed on the top of my head. And then she also has a pastel blue apron. I didn't have one, but I did have this little white one, so I thought I'd throw it in. And of course my little Mendel's box that I had printed. I literally just printed this. I bought a template on Etsy for $5 and then printed it off. Alright guys, we have completed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I had the most fun filming all of these bits and bobs. A huge shout out to my parents, because my dad had that helmet that I could use and binoculars that I could use, and my mom, she actually recently gave me her brown leather jacket from the 80s, and I also borrowed a couple of other clothing pieces out of her wardrobe, so big shout out to them. They're literally the most supportive parents. I hit the jackpot when it came to supportive parents. So yeah, thank you to them. I had so much fun doing this video. If I had to pick my favorite look, it would be, I think it's both of the Moonrise Kingdom looks. I don't know which one I like more. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know which one of these outfits was your favorite. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe down below. It's totally free, and I'll let you know when I upload new videos, which is every single Wednesday. I upload fashion related content every single week, whether that's thrifting, styling, aesthetic exploration, etc, etc. And I think that's all I have for you guys. So don't forget, it costs absolutely nothing to be kind, so be kind to yourself and others. And I'll see you next week.